Okay, this is a reaction video. This is from Connor Sullivan. I've done a couple of his videos about going to football matches in Stuttgart primarily. And what do Americans think of Germany? Think about Germany. Well, I know what this American thinks about Germany. He loves it, thinks it's a great country, wants to go back. But let's see what he says in this one. What do Americans think about Germany?
What's good, everybody? This is Connor Sullivan
and Samson Cedar,
and we are here to do a Q&A / favorite things about Germany / just talk about Germany and America in different contexts here. Thank you for watching the videos. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to Silas's channel, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe.
It looks like he's wearing a Stuttgart hat, so that's nice.
One thing I want to say before we get started, when we talk about differences, it doesn't mean bad. It doesn't mean that...
Yeah, everybody seems to want to say that. Like, there are differences between living here and there. And we need to prerequisite by saying it may be bad or it's not bad. We're not saying it's okay. It's all right. Not every place is for everybody. Okay, we got it.
One is worse. In some cases, I'd say that some is better than the other. But differences doesn't mean bad. I think we need to
And again, you don't need to explain this to me, but you don't explain to anybody. We get it. And I think Passport 2, I've done videos with them, want to do the same thing. Like, look, if a German who lived in Germany all their life came to America and saw certain things that were done in the United States, they may say, "Hey, that's pretty good." But there also these things that may say, "No, it's not so good." But like I said, you really don't need to explain this to us.
understand that as people.
100%.
We're Americans. We got a lot of German friends. We love living in Germany. We see things that are different. When we see things that are different, we don't automatically assume, oh, that's worse.
Right.
We just say, oh, that's the way they do these things over here.
We have an open mind. Even though we grew up in the States, like Silas said, we have a lot of friends from all over the world, not just Germany. I have friends in Tokyo. I have friends in Thailand. And we always talk about differences and similarities and what we like and what, may be something that is new.
And in the United States, a lot of that can also be described from state to state. Like they do things in California that are different from in Ohio and vice versa. My cousin who's from California has been over here. He liked things that were done in Ohio. There's certain places you can go to in Ohio that you can't go to in California and vice versa. It's all the same. Everything is different wherever you go. So like I said, if you get upset about people saying, well, there are differences or I like this difference better than that, we're all different. It's just an opinion.
New for us, but like you said, it's not necessarily worse. We don't see American culture as better or we don't see German culture as better. We're just here with an unbiased opinion like news reporters, just to let you guys know. Thank you for inviting us into your land. We're in Frankfurt right now. Beautiful day.
Okay, if you're in Frankfurt, that's where I was.
What'd you guys say?
So before we get going, did you make sure that the mic was working?
I hope so. Let's check it.
Yeah, the mic's work.
You didn't check and see that. So what we did was we made a list of topics about Germany. We're just gonna go through and talk about it. First one.
Hit me with it.
Sundays in Germany.
Everything's closed on Sunday in Germany. We arrived in Germany. Not everything was closed actually. There was a delicatessen that was actually open and the Burger King was open. But I do know that. Let's see. The following Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Everything was shut down. We went to. We arrived. We left on the 11th and arrived on the 12th, and we left on the 20th. So the 19th we were in Cologne, and when we were walking around Cologne, everything was closed down. That's right.
It's closed. All right, so you can't go to the grocery market and get some eggs or extra food.
Why?
I actually don't know. Do you know why?
I think I know why.
Tell me.
I think Germans have a great sense of family. And so what they do is they
take a rest day.
Yeah, take a rest day, as it should be. So they take a rest day once a week, close everything down. You don't need to be outside. Just be with your family.
That's good.
If you need food, get it there before.
Yeah, so that's a big difference, and that's also something that we like.
In the U.S., pretty much the only thing is Chick-fil-A. Yeah, people trip out. They're like, Chick-fil-A on Sunday, why is it closed?
Every other store in the U.S. is open every single day. So if you do come to Germany, make sure that you get your shopping done before Sunday so you can eat on Sunday while you're spending it with your family. Next topic.
All right, here we go. Ooh, beer.
Beer. All right, that's a huge...
There's a lot of beer. There's a huge beer culture in Germany. I did see that.
If you haven't seen my videos in the past, please check back. I've encountered a lot of beer since I've been here. And it definitely is part of the culture, and it's a lot more prevalent than in the States. In the States, it's not as open because there is a policy, if I'm not mistaken, where you cannot carry it.
Yeah, he puts it there. In the United States, you can't. In Germany, one of the things I did see, people would walk around and they'd have beer in there, and not everybody, but you could drink beer in public. Just walk around with a beer in your hand. The United States can't really do that. If you're here, so the United States open container laws regulate and prohibit the existence of open containers for alcohol in certain areas, as well as active consumption of alcohol in those areas. Public places in this context refers to the openly public places such as sidewalks, parks, and vehicles. It does not include nominally private space. For example, if you're outside at a bar, like a bar or a restaurant where you're eating outside, yeah, you can have a beer there. But if you pick up the beer bottle, let's just say you have a Corona Light, and you go walk to your car and you're drinking the beer on the way there, that's against the law.
Alcohol in an open container in public.
In the States.
In the States.
In Germany you can.
So, of course, in Germany you can. So that allows people to have barbecues and drink beer a lot more openly.
What's weird, and I've heard a lot of German people tell me this, in the States you can open carry. You can walk down the street with an assault rifle.
Really?
But you can't walk around with beer.
I didn't know this.
Money, mo.
Wait, can I choose? Dude, what's up with the windows?
Windows.
Yeah.
Windows are dope. Most windows here have that handle where you can turn it all the way up.
This is new.
I'm all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm all the way up. You turn it all the way up, and then you kind of pull it back, and it just tilts out. So you get fresh air in here without the window completely being open.
Yeah, that's something I've never seen before. Maybe I didn't notice it or didn't open up the window when I was in Germany. Maybe because it's too damn hot out there. But in the United States, it's a little bit different.
If you turn it all the way down, it locks, and if you turn it in the middle, then you can open it up. So it's got this three-way option: closed, open, or tilted. I haven't seen a lot of those in the States.
I honestly
haven't seen any of those in the States.
saw zero of those, and I came to my house and I saw my roommate do it for the first time. It's like, holy smokes, the window's gonna fall out this way. But no, it's just to let more air in. That's cool. I'm assuming they have the technology. It's not that crazy, but it's way more prevalent here in Germany. Just a small one.
That was easy. That was easy. Hand me another one.
Yeah, I got it. What about when people eat in public? How do they handle this?
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
He was talking about this yesterday.
In Germany, take their time. When it comes to food, eating.
That's something that's actually prevalent all over Europe, as I understand it. Whenever you get something to eat, is people take their time when they're eating, versus in the United States, where it seems like we're eating as though there's somebody behind ready to take something away, snatch something off our plate. Not all the times, mind you, but we do seem to eat faster in the United States.
Drinking coffee, eating pastry, go outside, they sit down, they take their time, they enjoy their time. Yeah. A lot of people do that in the States, but since we have so much fast food everywhere, it has pushed on Americans this idea that we gotta get it quick, gotta be convenient, it's gotta be fast, let's get it, eat it, go.
You see a lot more people sitting down with people that they may know, family members and stuff like that, just in the Schlossplatz or wherever the park area is, just eating food, eating pastry, sharing a beer, and that is cool. It seems like there's a little bit more downtime and people take that more seriously. Because in the States, a lot of people are just, at least from what we've seen. Remember, as always, we haven't seen everything, even in our own home country. So people might say, I eat food slow in the States. I'm glad you do, guys. But we're just looking at this as an overall, what we've observed in 24 years of living, 23 years of living.
Yes.
We don't claim to know it all, but we're just here to give unbiased opinions. You got another one?
Let's go. Let's talk about, crosswalks.
Crosswalk. This is different.
Yeah, this is something I've heard about crosswalks. In the United States, crosswalks are really more what's the word I would use? They're really a formality. It's just like, it's a crosswalk. If you'll see people take a cross, even if it says don't walk, they'll just cross anyway because there's no cars coming. It's not a big deal. I've heard in Germany it's a little bit different.
And I did read about this before I came here. You guys, rightly so, obey the little man that says green.
Now, when I was in Frankfurt and staying at the Le Méridien Hotel, there was a way to get, I didn't have to worry about that. I could go around the corner. There's an Irish pub. And now, as long as you stay on the left-hand side in the morning, because people would urinate on the right-hand side, but if you stay on the left-hand side and walked on down there, you can go underneath and then go on up and get to the train station, get to everything else. So I didn't have to deal with that a whole lot. But fortunately, my brother and my father had been to Europe before and knew this, and told me that I was aware of this before I went over.
Or red, and the cars. If there is no green or red man that says walk or do not walk, the cars will stop for the pedestrians. In the States, at least in my experience, this is not the case. The cars have the right of way usually. All the pedestrians will wait, And also in bigger.
Well, no, actually, the cars do not have the right of way in the United States. The pedestrians do. It's just one of those things. If there's no crosswalk set up there, it's basically first come. Like if I start walking across and a car comes around, they'll stop for me. But if there's nothing there and I get there and the car's already turning, it's just going to continue on.
Bigger cities such as LA or New York, the crosswalk is merely a suggestion.
Yeah.
So if there's traffic, whatever time, if you can get across safely, you kind of do it. It's still illegal. Keep this in mind. It's still illegal. You're not.
But nobody pays attention to it. If you've ever seen the movie Midnight Cowboy, one of the famous scenes with Dustin Hoffman is he's walking and a cab, snaps across or speeds up and almost hits him. And he's snapping, I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Not allowed to do it, but there's so much traffic in certain places like New York City and LA that a lot of people just take the liberty to go whenever they want to. And here, I think it's good that you guys set a good example for the younger people. I've heard this, that you want to set a good example for the younger kids so that they don't put themselves in danger.
Yeah.
Very good. That's a difference. That's good, I would say.
For the record,
Yeah.
I wait.
You wait. You're right.
wait.
He's better than I am. We were walking around Frankfurt the other day, and there was a small street, no cars coming, but it was red, and I walked, and he stayed. And I looked back, I was like, bro, what are you doing? And then he looked at me, and he's like, bro, what are you doing?
Wait in Germany, do it with the Germans.
I've been told on Walter's World, I've done a video on him. He says that if there's a German next to you and you're an American, the German will actually put their hands and you say, don't do. I think it's good. I think it's something Germans should do. I think you should look. If you're in the country, in the United States, we have our own way, and Germany has their own way. I think if I'm in Germany, when next time I go to Germany, I'm going to follow that to the letter because that's what you're supposed to do. You're in their country. You're not in the United States. You can't get away with that stuff.
Exactly, that's true.
Look, here's the deal. It's not so much about like oh, gotta do things a certain way. It's like we are here and we want to get the fullest experience of living in Germany. So the fullest experience of living in Germany is to live like the Germans, not to live like an American.
True.
Because
I say it here, it comes out there.
that's not getting the full experience. Like, come over here.
I think I said it a little bit. Well, never mind.
Do things differently than you would when you are back home. And one of the things that we do here, I'll try to wait at every single light, even if there's nobody in sight.
That's very German of you. Well done.
Because in my mind, I'm like, this seems kind of weird, but it's like, it's cool because I'm getting a new experience.
Yeah.
Now, one thing this is a little bit off the subject because I know in Germany, it's called Deutschland, okay, but we say Germany. I don't know how Deutschland and Germany translate to one another, but if we say German, what do you say for to describe like American or United States, whatever? But we say German. What do you guys say? I mean, how do you the country is Germany as we know it, but Deutschland as you know it. But what do you call it? Do you call it Deutsch? I mean, I'm kind of curious. How do you describe yourself in that term?
And that's something that's cool about Silas and I is we're both from the States, but we love traveling outside of our own country and our own cities that we grew up in. And we're using the sport of football to do that. If you didn't know, we both play American football here. In the GFL, he plays for Frankfurt, I play for Stuttgart. And this is an honestly amazing experience that our sport has allowed us to come to a new country, experience a new culture. And thank you guys again for inviting us in. It's been great. I got like some random light on my face now, but it's good.
I do remember when I was in Frankfurt, when we were leaving Frankfurt, I saw some NFL goalposts that were off to the side, but it didn't seem like it was a big American football culture as much as it was a real football culture. That's what I call it. But yeah.
See that? It's shining off the building over here. Hey, we might need to put the blinds down a little bit.
Yeah, you guys are dancing in your seat an awful lot. Almost like you're sitting on a hot spot or something.
Should we? Yeah, maybe. Let me see. Watch.
Hit me, the last one.
The U-Bahn system trains public transportation. Swag!
Well, yeah, I guess he's going to how good it is because, like I said, that's one thing I noticed about Germany. The public transportation system was absolutely dope. It was wonderful. I loved it every minute of it.
Public transportation, you guys have got it down, that's for sure. In the United States, only really major cities have.
Yeah, if you go to like San Francisco, place like San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York City, Washington D.C., Chicago, Places like that, you have but secondary cities sorry for people in Cleveland, like I was just up in Cleveland. They don't really have a very good public transportation system, not a great one. Not where I live in Columbus. Most places don't have a very good public, certainly not as good as Germany does.
Have public transportation and really utilize it. So New York City, I've been there. I use the subways everywhere. It works great. Granted, they're really gross.
Yeah, they're old, super old.
They're gross. I mean, they're dirty, they're smelly, and
Obviously clean.
Obviously, they're not great anywhere you go because it's a subway.
Now, I've been on the New York subway, and it's not that bad. At least it wasn't as bad as I remember. It's certainly not as clean as the metro in D.C. Now, my girlfriend will never ever get on the L in Chicago again. She thought there was a drug deal going on next to us in one of the places, and there was a guy with mental problems was screaming throughout the train that we were on there. And so even though we used it, she's as far as she's concerned, we'll take an Uber.
Underneath the earth. Bottom line, extremely efficient. Everybody uses them. Like, get you where you need to go. Saves on fossil fuels into the environment, and you get to experience things. Like, you get a new adventure. I think Americans like driving their cars because they like to control it. They like to go where they want to go when they want to go. They don't want to wait for people.
That is one thing about America that is true. We love our cars, and we love using our cars to get where we need to go. We want to control it. But having said that, using the train system in Germany was fantastic. It got us where we wanted to go. It was very efficient and well done. Had no problems with it at all. And as I sit back and think about my time in Germany, one of the most biggest positive things I could say is the train system.
Public transportation is super easy. I was surprised that I can get everywhere in a city just by using the train. And it's really nice because you can bring a backpack. You don't have to worry about a parking space.
Yeah.
You just I have a ticket. I think you have one for a month, right? Just renews. We both have them in our own cities. We can go anywhere at any time that the train's running. It's all you need. It's really all you need, especially as someone who's living in a new country and get everywhere you want to go. And it's cool to see other people. You know, you get to get out in the crowds instead of just being in your own car.
Yeah.
You feel like you're part of the city. So we're gonna end it with a random talk. Is there anything else we should talk about at the very end? All right, guys, we're taking.
Yeah, the other cool thing about Germany is that a lot of the people spoke English. So if you're an American, you can go over there and pretty much, now the only, I think I've said in the previous video, the only time I remember being at a Burger King and there was a girl, but about 15 or 16-year-old teenage girl, went up to take my order and I started ordering and she gave me the look of like, I don't understand a word you're saying. And she put her like one finger up, understood exactly, shut the heck up, I'm gonna get somebody who does. And somebody, came over there and then took my order. But most people that I ran into did speak English, and it made it easier. It's not going to be the same if you're a German coming over to the United States. Like in Columbus, we have a place called German Village, and it looks a lot like Germany. Okay, at least in terms of the architecture, it's correctly called German Village. It was settled by Germans, but not a lot of people speak German there. Okay, at least to the best of my knowledge, most people are speak English, and some of you are maybe descendant from Germany, but they don't speak a whole lot of German. I could be wrong on that, but I don't go there very often. But German Village in Columbus, Ohio, they don't speak a lot of German, but over in Germany they did speak a lot of English.
A short break, but the break is going to resume on his channel. If you haven't seen all of this, which you haven't, unless you came from his channel, it's going to be on his channel. Go check it out. The rest of this Q&A. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. We're going to end this video with a couple random facts.
Let's do a quick, bullet round. Let's do
bullet round. Boom.
60 seconds.
60 seconds.
60 seconds. You go, I go. You go, I go. 30 seconds. You can't think about it.
1 minute.
Gotta be different.
1 minute.
30 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go. Favorite experience in Germany so far?
Well, my favorite experience in Germany was being in Berlin.
I was asking you, bro. Isn't that how you work?
No, I thought you meant
random things that you like about Germany / random questions. Doesn't matter. Ready, set, go.
I love the coffee shops.
I like the U-Bahns.
Coffee shops, U-Bahns.
I like the Autobahn.
I love the sport.
He wasn't able to experience the Autobahn.
Culture.
I kind of wish they had more high school sports.
That's true.
Sports culture.
They don't have any high school sports or college sports. When you're in the U.S., you play sports at school.
Yeah, and in the United States, high school sports is pretty big, and so is college.
All right, what's your favorite experience in Germany so far?
Oh, frick.
There's been so many, honestly. Scoring 3 touchdowns in the last game.
There you go.
You're in Germany, you're scoring touchdowns. That's crap. You should be scoring goals. You should be playing real football. See, Arsenal. I know they're in England. Arsenal.
Favorite spot in Germany?
Oh, Stuttgart Hop.
My favorite spot in Germany was Cologne, the cathedral. That is an amazing structure. Someplace I think everybody needs to see.
Actually, Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, insane. The trains look like Harry Potter. Where do you want to go next in Germany?
Cologne or Heidelberg?
You need to go to Cologne. You need to see the cathedral.
If you have to eat one food in Germany
Right now.
Bratwurst.
right now, what would it be?
Spätzle.
Well, I know you guys have a bread culture. I know you guys love bread in Germany a lot. So
What?
Hey, you know what Spätzle?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, he has to eat Spätzle. Tell this man.
All right.
It's pretty good. It's kind of like noodles, and it's a German form of noodles. I'm not sure exactly how they make it.
a German form of noodles.
Flour, and they scrape it in this boiling pot, and it's really good, man. They eat it with.
I mean, when I had a bratwurst, it was one of the best things I ever had in my life. But I'm used to having it on a hot dog kind of bun. I got it on a Kaiser roll, and oh my god, so good.
Currywurst? I'm not sure what they eat it with, but I made it one time with a German family back in Stuttgart. All right, this is ending. Thank you for watching. What else?
That's it, bro. That's it.
That's it.
Hey, this is just half, though. This is just half.
Remember, this is just half. Check his channel out.
Gotta watch the rest.
You know.
Now.
Peace. Thanks for watching.
Okay, maybe I'll do the other half sometime down the road. I don't know, but I've done. This is for Connor Sullivan. This is what do Americans think about Germany? Preference. What do these Americans think about Germany? I'm doing a lot of German videos so far, and I really enjoyed them, and maybe I'll continue more. People really seem to like them, and I'm getting a lot of comments about them. So maybe I'll continue. Stay in the Germany. Maybe I'll do some in other countries as well that I go to. I know I'm hoping to go to France. I'd like to go to England. I like to travel all over Europe if at all possible, but that's down the road. But thanks for watching. Please click like, share, and subscribe for Connor Sullivan as he asked. And please click like, share, and subscribe for me. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching.